June 1st. Holy smokes. Is it really that time of year again? Whew. Okay. Not a bad time to be alive. So yeah, let me get my stuff ready and get myself situated, and we shall see who's in the room with us tonight. And hey, look, here I am. All right, how's it going? I am Bill Mouse, and this is BillMausArt, and this is the Weekly Mouse. I think I'm closer to the camera than I used to be. It's because I'm going to switch the camera back down because we're working on some stuff tonight. So let's do that. Ugh. Holy smokes! Turn this thing around. Get this started. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Hopefully good. Put the camera where it needs to be. There we go. Turn this down just a little bit. I've had a busy week, and I've got a busy week yet to come. I'm working on Nira-X Dark Seas #2, and I'll preview a couple of pages so you guys can see what's going on. And we're going to start working on the new page henceforth quickly. Look at that, I got dark on there. Got a big beauty shot of one of the Cyber Angel ships. I'm just gonna flip through it kind of quick because I don't want you to see everything. See everything. All right, let me put this stuff back over here where it goes. So I've got another week and a half before I've got to get this ready for the printer, and that's why we're feverishly working on Nira-X tonight. So let me see who is with us tonight. Kevin, what's going on, dude? I saw your comments between you and Chet before. Chet, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Kevin and Chet are back and forth. Yeah, well, you said the Sports Illustrated swimsuit thing was already done. I haven't actually watched those in a while. You're right, man. It's not the same thing. It's not the same anymore. There might be some chibis. I mean, I might try and fit one into the page. This is going to be. I've got a bunch of pages all the way to the very end of the book, all kind of laid out. But I needed to still work on 16 and 17. So I'm working on 16 right here, and very possible that we might be able to fit in a chibi galore. Some more chibis. what's what's with all the sudden love of tiny girls? It's little Nira. It's little ENX. What's not the love? Chet says something new for introductions, ideas. Yeah, man, we like to brainstorm. Like brainstorm. I said brainstorm. You know, that's the problem with me talking and thinking about drawing at the same time. Sometimes my brain can't handle both things at once. Ken, good evening, my friend. Bringing some much needed class to our group this evening. Chet, no party there. Yeah, glad Ken's in the house with us. The party is in fact here, Chet. Roll call. Courtney is watching with me too. Courtney, how you doing, Courtney? We're glad everybody is here. Actually, Courtney's going to be on this page a little bit too, because this is carrying over from the previous page, which is Courtney's first comic book official page appearance in issue 2, page 15. Got this big splash page where her character is actually making a big splash, which is awesome. Actually coming to Nira-X's rescue, which is, I think that's really cool. Chet says, always. Kevin says, hey there, see Bill draws in the ladies too. I do draw the ladies. And I hope more ladies show up, because I like them to like my books as well. Because that's what it's all about, man. It's like us being able to do cool stuff like this together. Chet says 9 pages to go. Well, technically a little bit less. I've got some other pages that are already laid out. There's pages are in like different, and I've got some pages that are in different levels of being colored. So I'm bouncing around back and forth. And it kind of keeps my day fresh, especially when I'm creeping up on the deadline. Like I am, so it kind of keeps my a little variety in the day to bounce back and forth a little bit. Some person, what's up, dude? Hello to you, my friend. I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight. We're feverishly working on a deadline. That's what we're working on tonight. Kevin says, "Damn, Ken, Courtney looks great. That's good. That's awesome, dude. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. She does. She looks awesome. She looks awesome." Or are you doing 22? Hey, person. All right, so I'll be bouncing around a little bit. I'll check out the chat and make sure I'm not falling behind. This is the only time I wish I had a second person here in the studio with me, so that way they can kind of read what's going on in the chat while I'm drawing. So that way I didn't have to stop drawing in order to hit the buttons to see the chat. So it is good. It is good. Glad you guys are here with me while we take care of business. So as you can see here, I'm working off of all my thumbnails and story notes and all that good stuff. So you can see what it is I'm doing. And gosh, the first person I'm kind of positioning is Courtney. Go figure. I'm glad you're with us. We got a big kind of action page going on here. So I'm just going to lay out, generally speaking, where the characters are going to be. Fighting off all of these here zombie pirates. And trying to help Nira out because she was surrounded on the last episode of Nira-X She was completely surrounded, and things were not looking good for Nira. But luckily, we've got some friends showing up to lend a hand. Now, probably, let's see. Usually, I kind of draw in the pupils and the eyes before I kind of move on. But since I'm going to have multiple characters on the page, I think I'll leave the pupils for last. So that way, if I need to adjust which way the character is looking or what the character is looking at, it'll be a little easier to make adjustments. And then what we're going to do too also is I think we are going to possibly auction off either this page or one of the pages that I've already finished. So I'll let you kind of rattle that in your mind a little bit to see what you guys might rather see as part of the auction as we finish the episode tonight. And then we'll go from there. Ken says page 16, nice. Yeah, this is the following page from Courtney's first appearance as Malka, Cyber Angel. Fatang, what's going on, man? I'm glad you're hanging out with us, dude. Kevin says, if only your page was number 17, page 17, Courtney, then I could say she was just 17. You know what I mean? Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Yep, we're over here talking shop and making sure these Cyber Angels are in an action scene. Courtney's going to have those two big Magnum Cyber Angel blasters. I really like those. We'll see how her pose ends up. She's kind of like shooting off the guns, but she's also like in mid-flight, so I have to take a couple things into consideration here. And a lot of these lines, you know, when you first start drawing a figure, a lot of these lines are just guides. So they all get erased at some point. There we go. I'll have to fix this shoulder all up. But this shoulder I'm not too worried about, because she's going to have this shoulder mostly covered up, because her hair is flying in the wind too, so her hair is going to be flying off in that direction because she's shooting her weapon off in this direction. Let me get the camera just a little bit closer. There we go, because the figures are like a little bit smaller on the page. Very cool. Yeah, about an hour into the show, we'll think about what page we're going to auction off for the evening. We always like to auction off a little something, and since we're kind of concentrating only on this book deadline this week, so we're going to do an interior page from our book. So it could be this page, even though it's going to be incomplete. Or it could be one of the other pages that are not already sold. And by the way, congratulations to Ken, because Ken did get the winning bid on Courtney's splash page last time. So I wanted to be sure that everybody knows that that page is already sold. And I don't know if my screen freezes up every now and then. I think it's just I've got to upgrade my Wi-Fi connection for the studio. I can also take a minute and you guys can let me know if it gets bad. If it does, I can unplug and plug back in the my router. I got like this extender, and it's been working good up to this point, but every once in a while I do have to unplug it and plug it back in. So you guys can let me know, make sure it's working good. Got a lot of little buckles and things on your costume here, Courtney. There we go. Shooting some zombie pirates here in a minute. There we go. I could finally draw in where your hair is going to be. I had to lay down a little bit of structure before I could figure out where everything else is going to be. You joking my connection, Chet? It's not AOL, but sometimes it reminds me of AOL. I'm not super happy with this connection all the time. Kevin says, there was an auction last night. Why didn't I know? And how much did the page go for? Was Platinum trying to get it too? No, this wasn't last night. This was last week. This was last week. Yeah, we didn't do anything last night. Tonight is our scheduled time. Let's see. Fatang says, curse Wi-Fi connections. I know, right? I hate that jank. I know. You didn't. You won the auction, Ken. You didn't miss the auction. Is my internet being weird? All right. I tell you what. I will. Let me step away from broadband. Let me step away for just a second. And you know what? I'll play a thing that'll give me enough time to walk over there and unplug it and plug it back in, and then we will do this, and then we will do this. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, I'll just play like a random opener, and then I'll be right back. Just give me 10 seconds. I think that's all the time I needed. Unplugging that darn thing and plugging it back in. It's embarrassing. It's a travesty, I say. All right, let me put this back where it goes. Let me put this back where it goes. Fatang says, do you have to tell Kat to get off the phone? Yep, just like the early 2000s. Get off the phone. I'm trying to be on the internets. Chet says it was the Ken page. Yes, it was in fact Ken's page. That was the winning page from the last time. So it's all good. Some person says, what month did Shay, the next auction was going to be? I think she said, she did. I might have it in my calendar. I'll tell you what, let me look at my calendar real quick. Gosh, let me see. What month did she say that was going to be? Wow, I don't have it written down here. But it's not going to be that long away. It's because she was out of town. She was actually out of the country for a little bit. They're scheduling the next auction like within the next month or two. I mean, it's not going to be that far away, but I'll definitely start posting when it's going to be as soon as I know. Or as soon as I find out, because I know she posted it and we said it on the show too. We mentioned what month it was. I can ask her real quick. It's not gonna be a problem. So if you don't see me posting about it sometime during the week, I'll please bring it up next week, or maybe even if I live stream tomorrow, and remind me, and I will find out. I will find out. Some person also says there is an Alterna auction going on tonight. Okay, cool. And Kevin says, think once she experiences what other Cyber Angels can do, that outfit of hers may become more streamlined. It could be a thing. It is. Ken says, wow, that's all the time you need? My router takes like 5 minutes to reboot. Well, I didn't unplug my actual router itself, just the extender. I've got this, my router is downstairs and my studio is upstairs. It's it's a room over the garage kind of situation. So I've got this other device that is just called an extender, and it just extends the range of the Wi-Fi, so it doesn't take, hopefully it doesn't take as long to. So far I have not been too impressed with it. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to hardwire a connection to the computer. I'm going to bring some Cat5 cable from the router downstairs and actually hardwire all my stuff up in the studio. I think that will just that'll make it the best that it's going to be. So that is my plan. But hopefully unplugging that extender will make it a bit better. Yeah, Chet says those auctions are usually 3 months apart. Yep. Let's see, an auction before Comic-Con? No! I know, right? Some person, whoa! He's like, you just doubled your chat. It was like it's like crimping a hose, and they're like all of a sudden like letting it all go, and it's like now all the from 4 to 9. Let's see. Hello, other people. Ken says digging the boots. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you. Gracias. I hope Courtney likes them. I think they're cool boots. Hopefully you dig them as well. Get the right position for her wings here. Always like drawing the wings, even though most of the time they don't fit on the page all the way. But I like that, though. I like that the wings are big. Hope you got a license for this gun. There we go. All right, let me see. According to the layout, you've got to go this way, governor. One of the best inventions, man, I'm telling you, is these here rolling rulers. There we go. I kind of want these panels to overlap and stuff, so let's get rid of this. Actually, might get this off the edge of the page. I like it a lot when the panels go right off the edge of the page. There we go. Ah, see, that's what I like to hear. Thanks, Courtney. Having Courtney's seal of approval is poof, exactly. Kevin says those boots are made for walking. They're made for flying around too, apparently. Hey, Dave, what's up? Bill giving the tech advice. Sweet. It's as close to IT as I'm ever going to get. So, granted, I have a disclaimer that all of my technological knowledge is completely made up or based on episodes of Star Trek. So, just so you know, that's my disclaimer. But I think unplugging it and plugging it back in, it's about as close to technical advice as I can give. And actually, I learned that from Happy Days. That's like a Fonzie trick. Christopher, artwork looking fantastic, buddy. Thanks so much, man. That actually means everything, dude. Yeah, if you guys don't think, if you guys don't enjoy the artwork, then it's like, yeah, man, this is what I live for, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys make my life possible. Chet says speed isn't going to work on extenders. Well, when the extender starts going down, see the extender, every time I've unplugged it and plugged it back in, it's been like super hot. So I don't know if, and usually, like, I haven't had problems with it until recently. So I don't know if it's because maybe a software update or a thing or stuff. My my IT expertise only gets but so deep. So, not really sure, but I know that when I plug it back in, it starts working a whole lot better. So, yeah, I'll kick the computer harder next time. Ken says Utah, but it's supposed to be rated at 1300, so not sure why I can't get more than that. I have no idea what those numbers mean. I have an Atari 2600. It's actually a higher number. I should get much larger range from that. Ken says Courtney said it's much easier to wear heels like that if she can fly. Yes, definitely. You got the wings. These boots are made for flying. Chet says, have yet to have an upgrade on my extender. Yeah, I'm supposed to... Actually, I'll talk to... I think I have Cox cable now, so... I did have Verizon for a little bit, and I wasn't happy with that. We went back to Cox cable. But I think if I complain to them, they give me like some kind of free upgrade or something like that. Because this extender is actually, I've actually had it for quite a while. I've had it for a few years now. So I'm sure they've come out with something else. But at the same time, if it doesn't work that much better, I'm just going to run some Cat 5 cable up here to a splitter and just have everything hardwired. Yeah, hardwire is best. I mean, and I also have like my gaming consoles and stuff up here too. So, and updating the gaming consoles takes forever. And as soon as I want to play a game, that's when it wants to update and do something. So actually, it'll help me on a couple of different fronts. So it'll be good. Courtney's shooting a monster down here. Just gonna rough him in real quick so we kind of get his general position. Yeah, these zombie pirates, they come in all shapes and sizes. Let's see, Chet says, but then again, I have conflict with the router and extender using on the same effort. Not for running like the whole house. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Yep. Ken says, I just need my Halo and Call of Duty multiplayer to work right. I know, right? And I play Halo like seldom enough now that when I go to play Halo, there's always a huge update for some reason. I don't know, either an update to the console or an update to the game itself because they did some stuff, and I'm not really even playing like the multiplayer stuff, but it still doesn't let me boot up until it does the update. So it's such a pain in the butt. It's like, just let me play my game. I paid $60 for a game. Let me just play the game. You know, if I plug in my my Super Nintendo, the jank just works. I just turn it on and it starts playing. Granted, the resolution and everything is all whacked now because, like, you know, it's not on the right kind of monitor anymore. Ken says, no games for you. Book time. That's true. This month and next month, that is nothing but the truth. So I'm doing the Nira-X book first. So that way Tom over at Committed Comics can send everything to the printer and get that ball rolling. And then all through June, I'm working on the Zen Intergalactic Ninja book. It's Bounty Wars. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't signed up for, there's a little sign-up sheet thing. You can just put in your name and email. It kind of helps out the publisher, so they could send you. First of all, they know how many people are interested in the book, and then second of all, they could send you like little news updates and stuff, letting you know when we're going to, head to publishing or when we're going to start the campaign for the next book, that sort of stuff. So that's over at ZenBountyWars.com. If you guys, if you haven't signed up, if you can go over there and sign up, that would be really helpful for my end. And plus, I'm trying to make a good impression on this publisher, so they won't let me throw my weight around unless they see that I'm bringing the goods. Let's see. Kevin says, what I did a long time ago when I need to put a signal in a dead zone, I ran Cat5 from the main router to the garage and plugged in an old router there. It works better as an extender. You can use an old router as an extender. Can you use two routers at the same time? Are there tricks that I don't know about? I try to be technically savvy, but I fall very short. Chess says yes and no. Cox Cable looks for that, and they'd love to slip in charges. No, I don't want to pay for a second router, or for using the second router. Ken says maybe you'd get better assured if you ran Cat5. Cat5. Ha! Dum. That actually took me a second. Yeah, we'll run the Cat Mouse 5. Oh my gosh. Patang says, it could be worse. You could have Blizzard take away a really good game and replace it with a crappy version that is filled with lies. Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2, I'm looking at you, man. Shadowhawk, what's up? Hail to Shadowhawk. Welcome. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, man. Ken says, hey, Shadow. Kevin, let's see. Kevin says he's on Cox, but you own your own modem router, so Cox hasn't included any funny charges. Oh, well, if I can use one of my older routers, I don't know. I still think I'm going to take the lazy way out and just run some hard cable. I'm going to get a drill and poke some actual cable into the room. Chet says, yeah, owning your own is fine. They never usually look for that then. Okay, cool. That's how Chet felt after Diablo 2. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think if I run the hard cable upstairs, that'll probably hook me up where I need to be. And then I'll accidentally make my gaming experiences better too. So I'm all for that. All right, well, we're still over the water, so I got to still draw in some water. All these zombie pirates are in the agua. That's Spanish for water, kids. Yo estoy en la agua. Yo voy a pelear los monstruos en la biblioteca. That's your free Spanish Rosetta Stone for the evening. Just so you know, I want to make sure that you guys get the most bang for your entertainment free buck as possible. All right, so we got some agua. You know what? I need to put another one of these little monsters right here. I just can't have just one random monster. There's supposed to be monsters in the water. So let's put a couple monsters here. Just kind of rough them in. I'll put the detail on them a lot better when I start with the inks. Let's see. And I still had the spaceship back here. I gotta at least imply that the ship is back here, because I mean it was just a page or two ago that I showed the ship back there. That's how all the Cyber Angels got here in the first place. So I just can't ignore the fact that it's supposed to be back there. Alright, so that's sticking out of the water. Got a couple of monsters, got a couple of things, got a poom poom, got a pew pew. Okay, I'm not actually going to put pew pew there, but I'm just saying that's where it would go. Let's see, Chet says, you can only play Halo for so long. Goodness, Bill. I know, I keep on going back to Halo, but it's not like I play it all the time. I mean, it's like every certain amount of months or whatever, I will go back and replay a level or two. So I'm not playing like the whole game over and over again, you know. But I do love it. I do love the Halo. Right now, I think I'm replaying. What was the last thing I started replaying? Gosh, it was The Last of Us. But I'm playing that on the PS5. Z Fatang says, on a random note, I just bought some TNMT action figures that were on sale. I'm surprised at how they all look. For 15 bucks, these were a steal. I think I know which ones you're talking about. I was looking at some other. There's a few different Facebook pages and some Instagram pages I follow, action figures and toys and stuff. So yeah, I think I know what set you're talking about. And if the set that I'm thinking about, then yeah, they look really cool. They look really cool. Turtles, man, it's like. Let's see, if Tank says, I also want to get a blue-colored Batman so I can put them together and have, yeah, the Batman versus TNMT. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Here, I'll show you, let's see, what was my latest thing that I got? This is what I got sitting on my desk right now. So I've got, for some reason, the smallest figure on my desk is actually the largest, supposed to be the largest figure. So I got the little Voltron dude. He's supposed to be giant, but I got a tiny one. And then I've got, who else is sitting on my desk? I'll show you. I'll show you who's on the desk. Here we go. I got the Mondo Rogue. And I can write her off. I can use her as reference for Cyber Angel poses and stuff. So that's so I'm good to go. I can write her off. I can write her off. But I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with those. Some person says, I've learned some Spanish from some other streamers. Okay, you're learning the good words. Actually, those words they're necessary. You actually have to. You can't get through life without a few of those words. So you have to have those in your tool belt of words. Christopher says, watching this art stream and watching Godzilla -1, excellent taste, my friend. You know, I haven't even seen Godzilla -1 yet. All of my friends are actually very angry with me right now. So it's on my list. It's on my list because I love Godzilla, dude. So it's on my list. Chet says, person always the bad words. Yep. Kevin says, let's see, I think of that old Pringles commercial. I bet you can't. Just have one monster in there. Can't have just one. Oh my goodness. Some person says 656 Comics is a funny place. Shadowhawk. Say, Mariposa. 656 crew are some cool cats. Yes. And Pew Pew only for Star Wars blasters and Pepe Le Pew. Always for Star Wars blasters. Yeah, you know, it's like, well, over my lifetime, I've gotten the Lion Voltron, like, in one shape or another, like, a few different times, and I've never gotten the actual vehicle Voltron. So I was just like, and I saw this one, it was like, I don't know, I think it was like $65 or something like that. from Japanese company, blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, you know what? I gotta have it. Like, I would love to have like a giant one. That would be really cool. But I'm happy having this one. This is good. I'm good on this one. I'm gonna do a close up here of one of the. Actually, I'm gonna do a close up here of the zombie that's back here. I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. He's mad that his buddy just got shot. How could you? He's my zombie bro. Ooh, that could be the name of my new zombie comic. The Zombie Bros. Is there a book out there called Zombie Bros already? Maybe I could do a book called Zombie Bros. He's mad. Kevin says, I think you need the auto-transforming Optimus or Megatron. Yeah, you know, I looked at those. Technically, I should really want those, and for some reason I don't. I don't know why. I don't know. I think they're cool. But I don't know. I think I've got too many other toys on my wish list. Maybe that's what it is. I'm constantly weighing not the pros and cons, but I'm always weighing what thing I want more, because you just can't buy everything you want. So I keep on trying to decide between the different toys that would be cool to have, and as cool as those self-transforming figures are, is like there's some other ones that are on my list that are higher on the list. So it's not that they're not cool. I think they just got beat out by some other stuff. They are pretty badass though. I like them. Fatang says that Rogue looks amazing. Yeah, you know what? Mondo did a kick-ass job on the Rogue figure. The packaging was super cool too. It's like I should show it to you, but it's in my back room, and I'd have to get up and be all inconvenienced, and it would take me a second to run back there and get it. But it is their packaging is really cool too, with all this artwork and the way they have the window all set up and stuff. So. But I'm really happy with the Rogue figure. I wasn't sure how good they were going to do it, because it could always be hit or miss. But Mondo is really good with those designer toys. It's like they take a designer toy approach to their figures, and super, like, it's so freaking retro. It's really cool though, the way that they did it, and yeah, I'm really happy with that purchase. I should draw a big old fish just on top of this guy's head, just swimming in the ocean. I'm sure I'll hide some little Easter eggs here and there. Oh, you know what? That's what I was missing. I just looked at my thumbnail, and how dare I forget to put in a tentacle. There we go. Gotta have a couple of tentacles back here. All these sea monsters and not have a tentacle? Are you crazy? There you go. I'm going to have him noticing his buddy getting shot, so he's mad. Now he's mad about it. Try to have a little bit of visual storytelling here. Ken says, so that's where you got the Rogue inspiration. Actually, you know what? I just barely got this Rogue figure. I drew that. I drew the Rogue that was on the Club Corrupt page. I drew that one actually a little bit back, and that was actually someone else's suggestion, because it was part of our requests thing. So it's like, I mean, Rogue is always a favorite. So, oh, I've been wanting like a really choice SDF one for, dude, since high school. So every once in a while I see one that's really cool, and for one reason or another, maybe I didn't pick it up for, maybe it was too expensive or whatever. But then like a couple years later they come out with one that's like way better, way better. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen with my need for SDF one. But we will find out. We will find out. But yeah, I'm always got my eyes open for a really cool SDF one. I saw some crazy ones that are just completely unaffordable. And it was huge. It was huge too. It had all the lights. It was all lit up, and it's all like the scale of it was dope. I mean, it was really cool. There we go. I gotta put some little X's. This will be solid black up here. Yeah, this zombie's mad right here. It's like you killed my friend Fred. What's wrong with you, man? Some person says, so has she fought Darth Vader yet? You know what? Nira-X, we actually, my friend Mikey Babinski, if any of you know Mikey, he inked a lot of DC and Marvel books. He inked the Scarlet Spider. He was on the She-Hulk's miniseries. He did like tons and tons of stuff. We did a pinup together a while back. I think it was a commission. Was it a commission? I can't remember if it was a commission or just a piece that we sold together. But I penciled it, he inked it, and we had Nira-X and Darth Vader. It was kind of for like May the Fourth be with you kind of situation. But yeah, it's like, not officially, of course, just as a parody type fun piece. Shadowhawk says, cool, but fairly expensive for the Autobot Transformers. Yeah, they're expensive, and then for what it does, it's kind of like I'm only gonna watch it transform it so many times before I just leave it on the shelf, So Ken says you could put a starfish on his head. Ooh, I like that idea, dude. That's why I have good friends. I like the starfish idea because it would just be freaking lying there. I like that idea. I needed something subtle, but something obvious. And something definitely ocean related. Good job, good job. Thanks, Ken. There you go. Make sure I got some continuity here. Got the starfish on his head. There you go. We all know who it is now. Now we're talking. Some person says Nira versus a giant skull. How about Nira versus a giant sandwich? I did a giant sandwich one time with I did, which sounds weird. I did a giant sandwich piece with the cast of Skin 13. That was actually that was pretty funny. We did a parody of Gen 13. We called it Skin 13, which the whole gag of the story was that it's basically Gen 13 with no clothes on. That's the whole gag. And then we had basically all the characters from Skin 13 were inside of a sandwich. Inside two halves of a loaf of bread. Yes, agreed. Tentacles are always important. Shadowhawk says, little crab hiding under a tin cup on the sea floor somewhere. Yes. I will definitely keep that in mind. As soon as I see some underwater, we're definitely going to fit in a little crab. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Some person says the next scene, she's eating a very fresh octopus sushi with chopsticks. With chopsticks. Kevin says, "Can you pose the rogue figure? Can you pose the rogue figure that way? Does it even work?" You know what? I tried. It doesn't bend that far to for her to relax on the ground, but she gets close. I'll have to post a picture because I don't want to like bend the figure. I'm trying to bend her as little as possible, so I don't like get the joints all. I'm gonna keep the joints new. But I tried to put her in that pose, and I tried to get the camera angle just right. So I'll post that either. I'll put it to somewhere where we can all find it on Facebook or on the Patreon or whatever. Let's see. Kevin says, you know what they really need? The biggest toy any kid could have. The the USS Flag, right? How about the USS Green? We want the giant pirate ship before it was destroyed. No, octopus salad. Ken says, my childhood friend had the flag. Oh, I wanted it so bad. Oh, dude, I bet. I bet, dude. Just has kind of had a recent blank of Vader, too. Oh, he had a sketch cover? Yes. I bet a nice Vader sketch cover might be fun. That might be fun to do. Kevin says the starfish will look better than seaweed. It will have more color to it. But the seaweed might look like he just didn't comb his hair or something, just hanging off of his head. So yeah, I like the starfish. I like the starfish. Some person says, I'm sure this was how the original Mad artists made stuff. How about you put a trap under the spy? It's like, yeah, exactly, man. It's like it's good to brainstorm and just have fun, right? It's like this is cool. This is the best part of this whole thing is that we get to chat and we get to be back and forth. I think that's cool. Kevin says we need more Skin 13, and more Skin 13 is coming, my friend. I've got a Skin 13 story that's going to be in the next issue of Club Corrupt. So when I have things laid out a little bit closer to completion, because before I start the next Kickstarter, I'm going to make sure that everything is all done for it. Everything's going to be completed, so that way nobody's waiting for their books. And I might actually take away for the next couple of Kickstarters. I think I might take away the original sketch tier, only because it adds enough time to the Kickstarter that sometimes things start running behind. Sometimes things start getting late. So with that being said, yeah, it's like definitely more Skin 13 on the way, and better turnaround times for our Kickstarters. So that way we when you pay for your Kickstarter, you know you're going to get it right away as soon as the campaign is done. Kevin says, why not a hermit crab with a skull as its shell? I have to see that in real life. Actually, that would be dope. I like that a lot. I kind of want to figure out how to fit that in on this page. And I've got a general plan for this one. Yeah, you know what? I think I might be able to fit it in. I think I might be able to fit it in. All right, let me put Courtney's character over here. I like the idea of doing that. That's cool. And I hope you guys like this issue when it comes out. I've got a couple cool little surprises for the different characters, and a couple little revelations. So I got Courtney's character, Malka. She's still fighting over here, so this is like the camera's swinging around a little bit. Got her wings back here. I'm looking at that skull crab right now. Dope. I got a good reference. I got a good reference from a good source. Look at that. The lead actually broke. It's like, what am I paying these leads for? There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to try to fit that crab in. That's going to be dope. All right, so we got Courtney over there firing some rounds into a bad guy. We're going to have a little bit of a cliff over here in the foreground. We can make it dramatic. There's all this rock and stuff that's sticking out of the water, so we have something for our little guy to stand on. Let's see, we could put the, I think we could put the water line over here. Kind of set the stage a little bit, right? Let's see. Ken says, Courtney said that she was glad that octopus sushi was on the next panel suggestion instead of the obvious one. Ken says, I was rooting for the obvious one. Of course. We know you, my friend. That's why we're friends. Let's see. Ken says, yeah, you could also, you could ask as original sketch tier, but limit them only to a few. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could limit it to a certain amount so that way I don't get overwhelmed, or at least so that there's not so many that it kind of sets the, sets the schedule back, right? Shadowhawk says, I was referencing the crab from Mr. Limpet. I don't even know if you guys remember that one. I don't remember that right off the top of my head. For Mr. Limpet, you're gonna make me Google some stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yep, yeah, yeah. It's ringing a bell now. It's ringing a bell. Some person says, I've seen some of the incredible Mr. Limpet. Don Knotts played a fish. Yeah, that's right, dude. Yeah, Don Knotts. Don Knotts was a classic. What was his character's name on, I mean, other than, because Don Knotts was also like, Andy Griffith. He was on Three's Company. He was the landlord, right? After Mr. Roper. Shadowhawk Tux says yes. It's supposed to be a dolphin, and his little buddy was the crab. Yeah, yep. I know what you mean. Oh, Krusty Krab. Yep. All right. Let's see if we can fit this skull over here. Let's see. And we're at the 1 hour mark right now, so we're going to keep on sketching for a little bit longer. But let me get you guys' suggestion, because we're not like really complete as far as like the rough for this page. Would you guys like the auction for the art auction for tonight? Would you guys like it to be for this page, or would you like me to pick out a completed page from the inside of the book? I'll let you guys decide. If you decide on, and it might be like the first person who actually answers who decides this for everybody. So if you say a completed page, I'm just going to pick something from the stack here, and we will see what page that ends up being, and then we can auction that. Kind of cool to auction off the page that we've all been working on together. And of course, when if you do decide to auction or do an auction with this page, then you know, obviously when you receive it, it's going to be like the inked, you know, completed page. It's not going to be the incomplete pencil page. And if I don't say it enough, I got to say thank you always for the fact that you guys actually do support and collect the artwork, because without it, that's what actually makes the books possible. You know, is supporting it like this. So thanks so much for that. All right, got a little skull action there. I think I found out what she was shooting at over here. Bring that tentacle into play over here. There we go. Save this one till the next round. All right, Chet's suggestion is saving this one till the next round, till the next auction. Yeah. Kevin says, I would love to get my hands on this page, but I think I would be fighting Ken and Courtney for it. Ken says it's fair game. I think Ken is happy that he got the first appearance page. So that's all good. That's all good. Thanks, Ken. Kevin says now it really is feeling like the Goonies, but then wouldn't the skull have an eye patch on? All right, we'll leave the eye patch off, but I'll probably make his eyes glowing when I color him. I'll probably have his eyes glowing from the inside. I think that would be dope. All right, so bam, he's mad. Pff, he's looking really angry. I think I'm going to have him actually just be more angry. Giving this guy a little cameo before he gets taken out. He's like, no. He is so mad. He's mad and he's missing an arm. So he's angry for a good reason. He's angry. This poor guy. All right, let me put this panel border off the edge over here. There we go. That way we know where things stand. I've got enough dead space in between the images for the dialogue that I need for this panel. Let's see, Ken says you can have the skull eyes and the hermit crab eyes glowing the same color, like he is trying to possess anything that will move. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I think I will. I'll have the crab eyes and the two eyes on the skull glowing. I'll just write myself a little note. little chibi. You know what? Maybe we can fit a little chibi in here. This is kind of it's a fight page, but I know that not chibi Darkon. Some person, is that rogue figure your reference? Why, yes. Every figure, every toy I ever buy, according to my write-off list, is a reference. The joy of art. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have some debris over here floating in the water. And I think we're going to have little tiny evil Nira. She's going to be witnessing this fight. So I gotta make some room for her on this little log here, this little piece of debris. It's like, how did evil Nira get out here? Might I have to put the camera like really close just for Evil Nira. And it's going to be a sweet pose too because she's like on this log. Oh, crap. I love this. I'm going to keep this page. You guys have really sold me on evil, like evil Nira and tiny, like evil tiny Nira and little tiny regular Nira. It's like, you guys have got me so sold on this right now. It's marking the era. Now for the background, I've got all this digital clouds and stuff like this that I want to put in because it's kind of like this haunted, evil area of the map. The Darkon's triangle. Yeah, I think that's what we got. I think this is a cool page 16. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to start inking this. This is going to be great. Kevin says, has this book started to jump the shark? Jump the shark. That's a sea reference. Chet says, could always have her sunbathing on the raftwood. She's sunning her buns. She's sunning her little tiny buns. Look. Tiny buns. It'll probably take longer to ink that than most of the other parts because I have to be really careful. Chet, you devil. Just saying. I love the way this came out. This is cool. Fatang says, Dane, that page is looking good. Thanks, dude. Some person. 2 butts in 1 panel. I know, right? This is double the butt for a single page. Chet says, I'll message you for a chibi idea commission. Oh, that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be fun. Some person says Nira's power is always showing off her butt. I agree. I 100% agree. Kevin says, if people don't see the stream, they won't understand the little Nira-X and the little evil Nira-X. Well, that means they need to be brought in. They need to be told. So, sunned buns. Now I understand why her butt was the mouse pad. Yes. Courtney says the panel is turning out really good. Awesome. Thank you, Courtney. I'm so happy you guys are a part of this. This is super cool. All right, so Chet was mentioning that we saved this page for a later auction. What do you guys say? I only got one bit of feedback whether or not, you know what? I'll give us a choice. I will give us a choice. Let me put Ken's page away because we can't auction off that one. That one is already his. So let's find something that I can auction off. I say we auction off this one because this is the one that all of us have been having fun with all night. So if you guys want to take a vote, either the pencil page, which I'm going to ink, obviously I have to ink it for the book. So it's either going to be page 16 or page 14, which has 2 beauty shots of Nira-X talking snarkily at Scribe. So that's the inked page. Or the pencil page. One of these 2 pages we will auction off right now. And I'll let you guys set the stage for that. we make everything silly. We try to have fun. It's our thing. No, Kevin cannot have Ken's page. Ken says I like the pencil page. All right, we're going to be auctioning off. That's 2 actually. I think, for the pencil page, right? Let's see, I admit I like the inked page, but I will defer to the masses. Now, granted, I mean, we're auctioning off the pencil page, but it is going to be inked by the time you receive it. So you're not going to receive an unfinished pencil page if you happen to win the auction tonight on this page. So I tell you what, it is auction time. And if you guys would like to bid on the page, all you have to do is type in a number. We'll keep it fun. Let's keep things fun. I'm not going to offer it for the normal rate and stuff like that. I'll let you guys start wherever you guys want to start. If you guys want to start at $5, that's totally cool. Like, we'll start the bidding there, and we'll keep this going for like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. If anybody else is watching, like on X, formerly known as Twitter, or on Facebook, you might want to switch over to our YouTube channel, where we're also live right now. It's just that the YouTube chat is synced up a little bit better. Ken in the room with $40. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Ken. You're awesome, dude. Platinum, what's up, dude? Let's auction both. Well, it's a possibility. Let's see how this one goes, and then we might auction both. You know what? We might auction both. Just because you're suggesting it, I've got the page. I was offering it, so I will stick to my word, and possibly we will auction both. So let's start with this page 6. By the way, Platinum, thanks for being here, man. I'm glad you're here, dude. We'll offer up page 16 first. Ken is in the room right now with 40. Kevin says I will buy that for $1. But Ken's got $40. So Ken's in the room with $40, and we're gonna keep that. You know what? It's 11:20 according to my computer, so we'll keep this going till 11:25. We'll give it 5 minutes. Ken likes Platinum's idea. I like his idea too. I think that's cool. Chetsev, of course, Plat's here. I'll bid on double Nira. Absolutely, dude, man. I'm glad you're here, man. Without you guys' support actually makes everything possible, man. I'm telling you, I'm glad we could do this together, because like we all play our roles, and you guys give me all the creative energy that I need to keep on making new stuff. Kevin says no. Kevin says 50 bid on inked Nira. Okay, well, you know what? We can do that. We can do them both at the same time. That's cool. So help me keep track now. I'll keep a little note. So Kevin has got 50 on inked Nira, and Ken has 40 on the pencil page. Platinum is in the room now with 75 for the inked page. Thanks, Platinum. This is going to be a double whammy. Plat's in a room now with 75 for the inked page. And then on the pencil page, Ken is in the room for 40. So if anybody wants to jump in, let's see, it's 11:22. We got 3 more minutes, and then we will do a little 10-second countdown, and then we will know who has what, who will be winning what piece. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Fatang says, man, I want so badly. Look at Chet. Chet is like, I'll just watch. If you guys want the pencil one, go for it. Don't want to stop anyone, LOL. Right now, Ken's in the room for the pencil page for 40. Platinum says, go ahead. Kevin says, okay, 50 on the pencil page bid. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin's the big man in the room right now for the pencil page at 50. Platt is the big man in the room right now with 75 for the inked page. Ken is battling Kevin. Ken says 55, yo. Chet will come in with his 350. I'll take that for 350. All right, we got one more minute. Ken is saying that she's your. Oh no, Kevin is saying Ken, she's yours. So Ken looks like he's the big man in the room right now. 55 for the pencil page. I got to be smart. Yeah, Con is coming up. Con is coming up. Shipping on my package is going to be double by now. I know, I've got a couple of things in your package already waiting for you. This is true. This is true. All right, guys, I'm going to do a 10-second countdown, and I'll do it through the chat because you know how that whole delay with my voice goes. So I'm doing the old 10-second countdown as fast as the chat thing uploads. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are awesome, dude. Thanks so much, man. Platinum, please congratulate Platinum. 75 for the inked page. I'm going to go ahead and note that on the back of here so that way we know that belongs to Platinum. And the pencil page is yours, Ken. Thank you so much for 55. Please congratulate our good friends. Pat each other on the back just a little bit. Without you guys, this book does not exist. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. Platinum says, congrats, us. You guys are awesome. There we go. Let me turn that thing off. Turn that thing off. Yeah, and then, I don't know, for people that are rewatching this a little bit later on, please remember that we do have a club that a small group of us have formed on Patreon called Club Corrupt. And the low tier, the few dollar tier gives you access to all of our posts, all of our things. That's where we post all of our adult material, exotic, nude kind of stuff. So if you want to see what's going on in the club, please come on over there's. Chet says, there, Ken, I gave you a pass this round. You guys are the best, man. And you guys, you got me with a good head of steam. I'm working on this book. Got me feeling creative. Got me feeling good. Let's see. Kevin says Ken is going to get himself a little ENX unless the copyright holder insists that she's altered. Platinum says, are you going to make both deadlines, Mr. Mouse? Yes, that is the plan. That is my plan. And I've got a little bit of leeway, a little bit of space in between things, just in case I run over a little bit. But everything so far is going super good. Everything's going according to our plan as of yet. So yeah, so far things are good. At the end of, in about a week and a half, I'll be all finished with the Nira-X book. There's a lot of coloring that already started and a lot of lettering, a lot of all the different stages. It's like I kind of bounce around a lot. I don't just like work on it like from front to back. I kind of like bounce around a lot. And then next month, all of June, I'll be working on the Zen Bounty Wars issue. And the idea there is that by the end of June, maybe the first week of July, that'll be off to the printers as well. So yeah, things are going good. Really, really busy. I don't like to do two books back to back, but at the same time, I'm having such a good time with both of them. Nira-X actually features in both of those books. So I'm I'm actually like super stoked about it. So it's cool. Chet says I will own the little ENX and assume Thalia as well. The rest is the rest is everyone's fun. Yes. Platinum says excellent. Very good. Very good. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of a rest. I think I'll probably eat some chocolate chip cookies and get myself a little bit of energy. And I'm going to get back to work and get doing my thing. You guys made tonight a super fun night. And I will see you guys. You know what? I'm probably going to live stream tomorrow at 10 p.m. It's just going to be working on some more interior pages. I don't know that we're going to be doing any kind of auctions or anything like that. That's our Saturday thing. But I will be live streaming and maybe throughout the week some pop-ups here and there. So thanks again for making everything cool and good to go. It's always awesome hanging out with you guys. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Seattle.